Mission First Tactical is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
Hey, Leadheads, welcome back to the Talking Lead podcast. This is the 2024 NRA coverage edition, coming to you from the Pioneer Arms Corps booth, the Lead Quarters, ladies and gentlemen. And joining me to kick off our series of interviews from the 2024 NRA is none other than CJ Johnson himself from Pioneer Arms USA.
Hey
CJ.
guys, how you doing today?
I'm digging the patch, man. Talk about the patch that's on your head.
The underfolder dog.
The underfolder dog.
We have the underfolder, and we also have the war pig. New additions that we've come out with for this year.
Where's my war pig? Here it is. So, are these going to be available on the website?
They'll be available on the website, and then we will be. They will be going out with guns. Not every gun will get one, but we'll be throwing them in different boxes and stuff.
Very nice. Very nice. I'm digging the. How did you come up with the underdog?
I don't know. I just
Underfolder dog.
kind of like the retro stuff to go with, back from stuff that was in my childhood, and I think they look cool to go there with it. So we just picked one.
You're into the dogs. So Scooby-Doo, the underdog. What was the other one? Didn't you have another dog logo patch or something with a dog on it? Here's
No.
a Scooby-Doo one.
No,
Scooby-Doo.
we had Scooby-Doo because we had the Mystery Machine.
I love the Scooby-Doo one because I had Great Danes.
Yeah. With the whole concept behind that was our test fire range is a little bit away from the factory, so we had to drive there every day, and we had a plain white van that was always driving from one spot of town off in the middle of the woods. So we went ahead and wrapped it to make it look like Scooby-Doo's van, the Mystery Machine, so people wouldn't realize, what we were doing.
What it was.
People could see it and be like, it's cool, but it wasn't a plain white van driving off in the woods.
Right.
And then we started having kids, and every liberal in a Tesla would stop us and get out and get their pictures taken with this van full of guns. We even got stopped. We were traveling out here. Or not out here, we were traveling out to Moab and got stopped by the New Mexico police.
The Popo.
The state police stopped us, and we had the full dog suit and everything else. And
You didn't, did you?
Yeah,
really?
we did. We had the full dog costume, and they act like they had handcuffed Scooby-Doo, and they wanted their pictures taken with Scooby-Doo, and so, yeah, they just pulled us over to get photos. So it was pretty cool.
That is awesome. Now, do you still have that van?
We sold it through much duress.
Yeah.
You had to put in an application.
Struggle with it, huh?
Yeah, you had to put in an application. So we had
to go to the right hand, the right family.
Had to go to
right?
the right hands. Yeah, we had several people that wanted it, and then finally a lawyer come all the way down to Florida from South Carolina, and he brought down his little resume and his book, and he did Boy Scouts and stuff. So we
had his carry permit.
He had his little book.
Pro 2A.
It was wanted it so when they went camping and stuff, he could teach them how to shoot rifles and
that's awesome
stuff. And as a
now, do you get to visit and check in and
I
send you pictures?
I just kind of wrote
that
chapter off of my life. It's just van's gone. So.
I got you. That was going to say that would make so you've got a vehicle here at the booth. Today.
We have a light airborne assault amphibious reconnaissance vehicle,
which in of itself is badass and it's awesome and people are loving it. They're coming and getting their pictures taken. They're bringing their kids and climbing all over it. I was going to say that van would be a really cool thing to add.
Well, we have an armored vehicle that will be here next year.
Okay.
So it's an actual Italian Iveco, fully up armored, and we got our
shit.
As you've seen the PKM out there that we have.
Yes, you do.
which
I shot that.
I was fortunate enough to find a actual PKM made by our same company in 75 that was transferable. So I actually was able to find one here in the U.S. They only brought in 50 of the butterfly ones,
My gosh.
and we found one of those, and I was able to purchase it. And so it'll be on our van, and it's of course you've shot it out there,
Yeah.
and it's been on our war stereo instead of the exterior. We call it a war
War
stereo.
stereo.
And then we have our twin mounted PPS 43s 9mm full auto on the front.
Yeah, I didn't get to shoot those. You didn't have those available at the time. So are those like functional?
Yeah, that's two full auto 9mm right
Oh
up on
my
the
God.
front.
We got to shoot that too next time I come
Well,
down.
we're gonna put them on the hood of we're gonna mount them up on the hood, James Bowles style of the Xterra,
Okay.
and it's gonna have the pull levers from underneath the inside. You only get 33 rounds,
Well,
but it winds up being 66 rounds. It's an emergency burst gun.
there you go.
When you run up behind the vehicle in front of you, you pull and you dump everything into the trunk.
There you go.
So that's how that was designed for.
You know what I need to do? So I've got the lead sled running again.
Yeah.
And I'm doing some things to it. I need to drop it off at your shop and just let you customize it.
Needs a lift kit. Needs
a lift kit, some wheels.
Lift kit wheels.
We need to put some
needs another fuel tank on it for long range.
Brush guards.
Um,
maybe a roof addition.
You don't need brush guards. You need push bars.
Push bars, yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I meant.
Yeah, brush guards they'll fold back in your grill. You need push bars like I have on the Yoda.
Yeah.
It's like the lady was come over into my lane and she come over in her
just kind of nudged her over.
Well, no, she put over in her Cadillac and her mirror and side of her car hit my bush guard up front because it sticks out past the truck, and it tore her Cadillac all to pieces. And I got out and kind of looked at mine and said, "All right, cool, no damage on me."
Yeah.
Yeah. And the cops were like, "Okay, well, she hit you, and what do you want to do?" And I said, "Dude, I'm cool. I just put black paint on it. It didn't hurt nothing here." So that's the kind of the difference.
She's cool. I'm cool. Yeah. Well, good deal. So, keeping with our theme of puppies and dogs and things, you've got a release. You've doing a grand release. We kind of talked about it a little bit on the show already. But the Hellpuppy has arrived. It is here. It's actual. It's made reality.
It is the smallest AK pistol.
And hold that up.
It is the smallest AK pistol on the market. It has 7-inch barrel. It has a Krinkhoff style muzzle brake on it that we've cut down to add to the extra fireball.
I need to hold this.
It's got a sling adapter on the back that we also have a Piccadini adapter to go onto it. So if you want to brace it, we have a tube that you can put on it and put whatever your choice of brace that you want on it. Comes with the full set of rails up to the front, and it also comes with a side mount rail on it also if you want to get more
accessories,
more unique in the type of optic you want to put on it.
There you go. So unlimited accessories that you could throw on this bad boy. This is awesome. And then you can change the muzzle brake out if you want.
Yep, it's not welded.
It's not welded on there.
Take that off and put our adapter on it. Put a suppressor on it if you want.
This is awesome. This is beautiful. So talk about the evolution of this, how it came to be.
Well, you have the.
Go ahead.
You got to fold it back down because you didn't get the nipple in. Just go back. There you go. Rock it out. Well, the elevation. I mean, we come out with the Hellpup, and the Hellpup was a great seller. Then we had the whole brace band and everything come in, so the Hellpup market kind of dried up. And then we were switching them over to Groms to making them our kind of an SBR, but not an SBR rifle, an SBR type rifle, with the muzzle brake on them and the stock. And then there was a lot of another company had great support with a pistol similar to this that they called the Mini.
Yeah.
And so I decided that we would come up with the Puppy, and the Puppy is smaller than the Mini. So if you want one smaller than this, you actually have to go in and cut the boat system down on it, the gas tube system. It becomes a different type of a beast than an AK. So that's as small as you could take one down and it'd still be an AK pistol. without doing a lot of modification to it.
Right.
But it's a great gun, even with the sling attachment on it.
Absolutely.
You can pop it out like an MP5 style, lock it out, still hold
Got
on
the
good
quick
on target.
detach. Yeah.
Quick detach on it. It's got two 4mm bolts in the back of it. We have a Picatinny rail that's designed to take those 4mm bolts that'll let you attach any brace on the back of that. But we'll also have a brace tube that you'll be able to get to go on top of Picatinny, so then you could do your
Your
whatever,
SBR, your form.
yeah, whatever type of brace that you wanted to slide on the tube, you'll be able to do.
Very nice. And these are available now.
They're available now. They're at Classic Firearms. Atlantic Firearms has a special on them right now for $669. That is $350 cheaper than the competition.
Wow.
And this one has a lifetime guarantee. And it's got a full rail system on it, and that one has cheap wood and not a lifetime guarantee.
Well, there you go. There you go. There's no reason not to get you a Hellpuppy. And I'm sure we'll probably talk more about this on the AK Corner, June's AK Corner.
Yeah,
coming up.
one of the things you're missing is we brokered up with Seal One, and we're going to start carrying Seal One products in all of our boxes. Starting
another bonus that you guys are going to get with these guns.
Starting in June, you're going to get your own lubrication system and stuff with it, with the guns, and it's not going to be any additional cost. We're not going to raise the price of the gun. It's going to be inside there for you guys to get. CO1's a great product. We found out it's great lubricant for the AK, and we just love the stuff to death, and so much so I had to go hunt down Dwight from Seal One and say, hey man, we need to partner up some stuff to get some product in here. So it's going to go out with every single gun we have in the box.
And it was it was like that. Dwight's like, yes.
So you're going to get
great partnership there.
Going to get a great partnership out there with us. Get the Seal One out there. It's like I said, it's great lubricant, and
the lead heads are familiar with the Seal One and done. Great CLP, been my preference for several years now. So more to come with that lead head. So check that out. But our last AK corner, we were supposed to have done tanks, and of course we got busy with NRA here, and we postponed the tanks. And so the June, or we might even push it to another, but June, we've got the big giveaway with the 7.62 Grom with the RPK stock.
Yep, we'll be doing that. We're giving away a Texas.
Here.
We're giving away a Texas Grom here, but we did a couple things unique to it that was different, and it's one of one. The Grom one that we're going to give away, I'm going to have some pretty cool laser stuff done on that one, and that one's going to be.
We got a cool laser on. You did the state of Texas on this one.
We did
for the NRA.
A lot of people don't know, but Texas has a state flag anthem. We put that on the gun. We put one of one on it. We put a Texas Ranger badge.
That's cool. I like that. It's in the RPK stock.
And then we have the state of Texas engraved in it with the date of when it was a state, which was 1845.
Yeah. And you guys can go to our Instagram. We've got pictures of that there. Probably going to have some videos too. So make sure you go to the Instagrams, and they'll have it at Pioneer Arms Instagram too. So check out their socials.
Hey, what did we, since we didn't do the tank thing?
Yeah.
We're
going to do it. We're still going to do it.
What giveaway did we do for that episode? Because now we're behind.
So for the episode that we filled in, we did misconceptions and wives' tales about the AK. So Marco and Andrew, our buddy Drew, got on there with us, and we did that. And we did a swag pack giveaway, a hat, shirt, and patch.
Yeah, that's kind of unacceptable. So we're just going to throw in a PM63 on top of that.
You're going to throw in a PM63?
Yeah, so we'll
so whoever we already announced as the winner also gets a PM63.
And he gets a PM63.
There you go.
So we're going to go ahead and throw that out there too.
Okay.
So make sure they're taken care of. I was caught up in a lot of stuff, and
so there you go.
We want to make sure we take care of us. And by the way, the PM63s that are on the market now are it.
This is a rarity. So when I can't remember who won now. I'll have to go back and look, but I'm sure they've already emailed me that they want their swag pack. But
now you got to get an FFL.
Now you got to send me the FFL
So we're
winner.
gonna send a PM63. I think they're about between $1,000 and $1,500.
Yeah.
And we're not making anymore. There's less than 200 on the market. We will never make another one again. So that's it. That's all that's on the market out there. Is about 200 available to get.
So that's a huge giveaway right there, and it's a retro giveaway. He's going back to give this away. So Crazy Jay.
You never know what's going to happen.
You never know.
Never know.
That's why you have to always listen to the podcast to find out what's going on.
That's true.
Because we don't contact winners. You got to find out if you're the winner, and then you got to contact us. So there you go. But we had a lot of people that were disappointed that we didn't have the tank episode. But we're going to do it. We're still going to do the tank episode. It's coming up. We may not do it in June. It may be July or something, but we're still going to do the tank episode. Promise.
Yeah, probably your listeners should be trying to figure out what was the best tank of World War II. Yeah, we're not going to count the tanks that came in right at 45 when it was over with, because there were some good tanks that came in that never really
toward the end. Yeah,
we're talking tanks that saw action, because there was some really good tanks that came in, and then there was a country that actually had tanks that were that they used as their main tank that was actually worse than tanks that were used in World War One.
Oh wow!
So that's pretty interesting there, and that's some of the guys should probably go back and look.
It's going to be a good episode. I'm looking forward to it. I've actually been studying up on my tanks.
Yeah.
So I might be able to.
Well, Russia made the heaviest.
Understand what you guys are talking about a little better.
Russian made the heaviest tank.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was super heavy. The U.S. made the most tanks.
Yeah.
And the Japanese made the worst tank.
The worst.
Yeah. So they were. Yeah. It was pretty much a bayonet on wheels. Is what they had. But it was a horrible tank.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good tank if you had a rifle, and you were going against guys with rifles. It was a good tank then. But if they had any
other than that,
if they had big rocks or anything, yeah. You got on the side of the hill wrong, your turret would fall off of it. So yeah, it's just a horrible tank.
Yeah. Well, they're good for automobiles.
Well, anyway,
that's about it.
Back where we were at on tanks, and the whole thing that we gave away a PM63 is because that was the tank pistol.
That was a tanker's gun, yeah.
And contrary to popular belief, it was never a Russian gun. It was never designed by the Russians. It was always a Polish gun, and it was used by the Polish military. So that's the PM63. It was never a Russian gun. It was always Polish.
Right. And then this is the is this the 7.62 about 25? What's
PM63?
What's the caliber?
You guys have to overlook Marty. He's not up on his pistols, but it is a 9x18.
9x18.
Yeah.
Right. I'm thinking of the PPS.
Yeah, you're not thinking. You're
PPS
thinking about
43.
a submachine gun.
Yeah.
So you forget.
Didn't the tankers use those too?
Well, yeah, they had the PPSs to go inside of there, but they're in 1963. The PM63 became the
main tankers.
The tankers, that and underfolder AKs.
For the Polish, yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we're going to learn about that. That's coming up. That's coming up in an episode.
But the PM63 was used by other countries. It was just not made by Russia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So NRA, we're here at NRA, and you guys have the booth, and you're giving away a gun a day.
Or two, or three.
This is day one, and I think you've got 2 planned to give away today.
We had 2 we're giving away today.
Yeah, and then
we're giving away 1, and then I'll always give away a second one. I don't believe you should get 1 gun. You need a backup.
And the big crowd's going to be here today, so I expect probably double, triple the amount of people that were here yesterday or today.
Yeah, we've had a couple.
Saturday's going to be the big day.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of people Saturday, and then
there'll be a couple hundred people here Saturday, and then Sunday there'll be a couple hundred people.
And that's
here.
When you're giving away the Texas gun's going to be on Sunday.
Texas gun, yep. We have a 4 o'clock giveaway today. We have a 3 o'clock giveaway tomorrow, and tomorrow we're going to give away a PM63. So we're going to put them out there. I'm going to hold back probably 50. I'm just going to buy them myself, and so I can put them on Gunbroker in about 4 years when they're
when they're retirement,
when they're $4,000 a piece.
Yeah,
because we're not making them anymore.
Yeah,
that's it.
These are legit collector's items now. Yeah.
So and Mr. Tanker Guy, you got one.
I do have one.
So,
and mine's not a 7.62 by 25.
It's like the rest of them. Yeah, it's a 9 by 18.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've shot it. I got
yeah.
a great Polaroid of it.
Yeah.
You'll love it.
So,
And you guys, you have shirts. You've made some pretty cool shirts.
we got
for this.
shirts, hoodie.
Are you going to have these shirts available on your website, or just whatever's here and
Well, we've got
they'll be
these,
gone?
plus we've got some underfolder dog shirts that we've got a guy in Tennessee we're going to be working with to get some of those done, and then we have some of our regular shirts. The shirts that we brought in to sell here are our worker shirts. These are they're a
They're
little
good looking shirts.
they're a little thicker, a little stiffer shirt, but they're
Yeah.
designed for our work staff.
Yeah, but I like the logos on them.
Yeah, we have some really good logos we come up with the design with.
Yeah. But that patch, you guys have got to get the patch, the underfolder dog patch.
The underfolder dog patch
is going to be available on their website. I'm sure we'll probably give a couple of those away, and then when you buy their guns, they're going to be throwing some patches in with their guns.
Yeah, we're going to be dropping different. We already do that. You may find a Scooby patch in there, or you may not,
Yeah.
or you may find an extra magazine. It pisses the distributors off.
If you get a Grom, you're going to get, Grom.
You'll
patch.
get the Grom. The Grom patch goes out to PM63. We have a PM63 patch that goes out with the PM63s. So we have those patches and stuff for that. Looking at doing a couple other things as far as swag, but we've really been concentrating on working on the guns. And
you've done an excellent job on that. I mean, you
guys
have really turned.
You guys should be looking in August, September. We are going to be releasing the first AK operating system, lever action, full rail, magazine fed, 7.62 by 39.
I'm trying to process all that right now, CJ. Holy shit. Lever action, AK.
Lever action,
magazine
7.62 by
fed.
39. Magazine fed. That'll be the first one. The next one will be 5.56. Has a full extension rail down the top, Picatinny rail over the top.
Lever action AK.
Lever action AK.
Oh my God.
50 state legal. Even the commie states you can have it.
Are you just making this up?
No, it's here.
It's here.
We've been working on. It's called the Carnivore. I named it
like the book.
Named it after my Bradley, because it's a meat eater.
It's a meat eater,
and it will be here.
Is it this year?
It will be here in August or September.
This sounds like this deserves a trip down.
It's in its 4,000 round test phase now, and it's blew through the first one successfully. So now we're just working out a couple aesthetics on it. But it is a lever action 7.62 by 39.
And whose idea was this?
Yeah, of course it was mine.
No doubt.
Just like the Hellpuppy. The Hellpuppy was my idea. Oh, yeah. You like it short? We're going to make it shorter.
Are you going to make a lever action Hellpuppy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be really weird.
It'd
be really weird to be able to
do. That would be weirder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Evan, what do you think about the lever action?
I could not be more excited about that. It sounds like a wild idea. I'm all for it.
My mind is blown right now. I don't know what to say.
We may make a Hellpuppy that is left-handed though.
A left-handed Hellpuppy?
Yeah, so it'd have a charging handle on the left-hand side.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because it hadn't been done yet.
Okay.
Same thing with there's a couple people that are working on some 5.56 plastic guns.
Yeah.
That are short lever action, but we're doing like we make everything steel. We believe in what the Russians come up with of, basically heavy, hard to fail. So
I'm just trying to picture a lever action AK. I don't see.
Oh, well, I have a photo of it.
The room. Can you show it?
Oh yeah.
Or is this classified?
No, it's not classified.
Oh my gosh! Brace yourself.
I actually had
this
a
is
poster.
an exclusive.
I actually have a poster of it.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see this. This may be my new favorite gun ever. Because I love lever actions. I love AKs.
Well,
so as you're looking for that, Pioneer Arms Corps here at NRA, like I said, we're doing at least a gun a day as promised, and probably more. Let's find it. There it is. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to. All right, can I show it?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. You got that, Evan? Do I need to get closer?
Bring it a little closer. There you go. Perfect.
We tried to have
That is awesome.
Mind's blown.
We had to, the big thing they were waiting on is import permit. We tried to have it here so that we could get it in, bring it into the show, and we just get our import permits back in time. So the gun's done. It's ready.
That's beautiful.
We're just waiting on Uncle Sugar to say, bring it on in.
Absolutely beautiful. Now, can you do a wood? Can you do a wood handguard?
Well, it's rail. We can.
Okay.
I mean,
that would look beautiful, all wood.
As you know, you've went to the factory, so we make absolutely everything in factory.
Yes.
So we don't have any questions about.
I want to see a Western done with that.
That would maybe Fallout.
I want to see a Western done with
that.
That would be a great Fallout.
Be a great gun, Fallout gun. To go up there with that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would. They could put that in their next video game.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Well, we Pioneer Guns have a lot of guns.
PM63.
PM63 was in the movie The Umbrella Academy. The PM63 was in that. That's what the assassins used.
Yeah.
The PPSs are in video games. PM63s in video games. So we make a lot of different guns that are popular in video games. They're even more popular to shoot them. I mean, I have a picture here of the Hellpuppy. That's basically nothing more than a ball of flame.
Yeah, I can't wait to take the Hellpuppy out. That thing's gonna be so much fun. What's that muzzle brake, Evan, that Huxworks has?
It's the Blasphemy.
With that, they got a 30 cal for that?
Yeah.
That would look awesome on this.
Yeah, that would.
You could put whatever you want on it. This is designed. You could take it off, switch muzzle brakes. Of course, we have an adapter if you wanted to run a suppressor on it, or if you wanted to run any 30 cal on it. That's all easy to do.
Yeah, because you guys make those adapters now that really make it open up the world of brakes and
from left to right,
cans and everything. Yeah,
left to right. Plus, we're a centrifugal barrel, so you haven't got to use a special suppressor for us. A standard 30 cal suppressor will work on our AK. I've almost got it. You're being patient with me here.
Yeah, those centrifugal barrels are crucial. I mean, if you're running anything suppressed, your AKs are the ones that people go to when you have a issue with what is it, baffle strikes, right, Marty? Baffle strikes are no fun, so a lot of people have to get suppressors that have a larger bore. So the centrifugal barrels are important.
That's the actual picture on It's a slow-mo video that Nick Chen did, but that's the actual fireball that comes out of it.
Wow. And that's on the brake that it comes with.
That's on the brake that it comes with. So if you can't hit your enemy,
you can blind him.
You can blind. He can't see you to shoot back. It
looks like a flamethrower.
It's like a flamethrower. It shoots out about a 2-foot flame, and it's about 24 inches in diameter.
That's at least 3 feet. Yeah.
So it's they call it a twofer because you need earmuffs and earplugs, and it's got some thump next to it. You can feel it in your chest if you're next to the guy firing it.
I'm looking forward to it. This could be fun.
It's some stumps, some thumping going. Yours should be waiting on you time you get home.
Okay.
So we're going to have a sling adapter on the back of it, so it'll be waiting. You'll be able to take it out and
sling
get some round shot through it. You'll be able to sling it, and then when we get our adapter in, you'll be able to throw your throw your brace on it.
Throw my whatever on there.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Looking forward to it.
Throw your brace on it. We actually SPR'd that one, because we are the manufacturer.
Sure.
So we actually SBR'd that we could do videos and stuff with and control it a little better when you fire it. So it's a fun gun.
I mean, these are made to be shot with a brace or a stock. So, I see the majority of people wanting to SBR them anyway. So,
I mean, it's
there you go.
these, the Hellpup and and then the Hellpuppy, they're very popular guns. I mean,
put a folder on there, man. That'll be sweet.
Well, we have a shop, 2BG, that'll be opening up late June, early July, and it's a custom shop. So if you want SBRs, you go through the process, or we can help you go through the process. We'll be selling SBR Hellpuppies or Hellpups.
Nice.
Or if you want to send your gun in with paperwork and stuff on it, we'll actually do the SBRs on them.
Yeah.
So, and we have of course, PPSs. We've run out of the old ones to do those, so there will be no more PPSs.
No more PPSs?
No, there's a few hundred 9mm left, and when they're done, they're done. But we will have parts for them. We just won't have the receivers. And we have the complete operating system for the underfolder.
Yeah.
So if you want to be able to buy the underfolder in June, you'll be able to buy the complete underfolder with the right spring and everything to make your folder operational. So we have that, or you can send it into us, and our gun folders will do that on. A lot of people
conversions for you.
A lot of people are drilling them out and making some really awful looking. We had a guy.
Thank you, Andre, to the rescue.
We had a guy bring one in, and it actually had a JB Weld on it.
Oh my gosh!
And it was illegal. I mean, he did the paperwork. It was a legal SBR, but he had JB welded, and it was a franking gun.
Thank you. Want a water? I have a water. So things to come from Pioneer Arms, the Talking Lead podcast. Got the June episode coming up. Don't know exactly what that's going to be yet. Might be the tanks, might not. We don't know yet. But we are going to be giving away the 7.62 Grom with the
at a minimum
RPK.
At a minimum.
Stop. I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to ag you on, Eddie.
Yeah.
Because you've already blown my mind. So I know that the lead heads are grateful for everything that you're doing for the listeners, all the information, all the AK goodness that you guys are bringing to America here. They greatly appreciate that.
We're going to pull some of our worker shirts that we've got here. So we're going to pull some of those for swag also.
Okay. We'll have some giveaways with those. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. They've got some really good designs, guys. So I'll take some pictures and post them up so you guys can see those. But if you haven't followed them yet, make sure you go to the Instagram. Follow them on Instagram at Pioneer Arms USA. Give them a follow. Give them a like. Listen to us on the podcast. If you're new listening to us, we do the AK Corner every month, each and every month, and we talk nothing but AKs and comm block guns and tanks. Apparently, we're gonna do some tanks, and
they're just bigger comm block guns.
Just bigger, yeah, that's right.
So
it's a gun.
Block, yep.
Still a gun. But you get all your education here on the podcast. And thank you, CJ, for having us at NRA and getting all the cool people that you've rounded up to be on the show with the interviews. We greatly appreciate that. I know the lead heads are going to be thoroughly pleased with this too. Any parting words?
No parting words. I mean, just
listen, participate, listen, win.
Well, I don't. I just want to reiterate to the customers and everything else when it comes to this firearm. When I signed up to do this, there was 3 things that had to take place. The first thing was we had to make the best gun possible. The second thing was we had to make the least expensive gun that we could make and still make a profit, so it was affordable for the guy that drives a tractor, for the guy that works construction, for the guy that has 4 kids at home. There's no reason for the guy that doesn't have any kids or anything else and can go out and buy as many guns as he wants, because, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but for people that have a lot of responsibility for kids and a wife, sure. There's no reason that guy
they won't feel guilty.
That there's no reason
going to get a gun.
No reason that this guy can't with his family and stuff, be able to afford a good gun.
Right.
And with that being said, that good gun is guaranteed for life. So there's no reason, and that was the whole thing that I wanted, because I grew up with that a lot, like a lot of people have done it, and a lot of people are doing now.
Absolutely.
And it's part of ensuring that everybody has the same rights. I mean, everybody has the same rights to own a firearm.
Absolutely.
Not everybody has the same means. And I'm trying to do the
Good
best
point.
that I can to make sure that everybody has the means to be able to have the same rights.
Yep.
And that goes back to what the government's trying to do and how they're talking about equality and they're talking about race and everything else. All of these gun taxes and bullet taxes and everything they do is just to keep the minorities down, to keep them from owning a firearm. So it's to keep their government privilege.
Just keep the thumb on their throat.
Keep the thumb on the throat.
The boot on the throat. Yeah.
So only the rich can own. And we're trying to combat the only way that we know how, by making it the most affordable, most reliable gun that we can do.
Yeah, if that's not enough for you guys to get behind Pioneer Arms Corps, I don't know what is.
We don't make cheap guns. We make inexpensive guns that are affordable, and that's because we want you to be able to afford a gun.
You make excellent guns that are affordable.
Well, we make the best gun as an AK-47 at any price.
That's true.
And I've said this, and I've said it again, and I will continue to say it. If somebody has an AK that they think is better than one of my AKs, we can meet up. I'll bring the ammo, and we can shoot. And if your gun outlasts mine, I'll give you $1,000. Plus, you just got to shoot all your free ammo. And if it doesn't last as long as mine, I'm going to cut yours up in front of you.
There you go.
So how much
the
faith?
Gauntlet.
How much faith do they have in their guns? Because I have all the faith in mine.
There you go. The gauntlet has been laid down. Challenge accepted. Maybe not.
And a lot of people say, "Oh, I've got to work." Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we make the best guns we possibly can for the least amount of money that we can, to make sure that we take care of the consumer, and that's what it's all about. I want to take care of the consumer, and I want them to have a gun that they can afford. We will not put out any crap. I know a lot of people are unhappy with, PPSs because they're problematic. Well, we're not selling them anymore. So we've eliminated that. But if you own one, they're still guaranteed, and we will still continue to fix them.
There you go.
But, we want the guy that works at the gas station to have the same ability to get the gun for the guy that's, I would normally say a banker or something else, but for the truck, but the way the economy is, for the truck driver,
banker, trucker,
the trucker, the lawyer, the welder,
the guy that works at
the skill trade guys are making
the guy that works at that Beaver
now.
Gas station. What's Bucky's?
Bucky. Well, they work though. Yeah,
they make money too. You see what they pay there?
But they work. Them boys is hustling.
Yeah, they are.
Them boys is hustling.
The old Bucky's. Well said. I think we'll leave it at that for this episode. Or do you have more to add?
No, I'm done. Let's get out of here. Let's get back out.
We got
guns
people
to sell.
This place is starting to fill up.
Guns to sell, T-shirts to give away. We got hands to kiss and babies to shake.
There you go. More coming from the 2024 NRA. Here from the Pioneer Arms Corps booth, the Lead Quarters, bringing you all the lead-education. Leadheads.
Introducing our new belly band holster. Whether you're hitting the gym or running a quick errand, our belly band is one of the most comfortable and safest ways to carry your firearm. The center section allows you to carry most common pistols. Left or right-handed, this has you covered. A hard laminate trigger shield protects the firearm's trigger from unwanted intrusion, giving you ease of mind while carrying every day. 2 elastic sleeves give you the flexibility to carry other everyday items, such as spare mags, flashlight, knife, or pepper spray. 2 zippered pockets run on both sides, offering the option to carry smaller items such as money, cards, or keys. Flush fit on your lower back or waist, easily keeping your setup discreet no matter how you choose to carry. Utilizing 3D spacer mesh, these channels allow for exceptional and efficient airflow, giving you maximum comfort and keeping you cool. Carry whenever you want, how you want, with our new belly band holster. Available now.
Go to missionfirsttactical.com. Use the code LEADHEAD for an exclusive listener-only 20% discount.
All right, Leadheads, we're back. This is NRA 2024 coming at you from the Pioneer Arms Corps bunker here, the lead quarters. Well, hey, like this, Ton.
Dude, I actually like this a lot.
Isn't this cool?
It's
like we're at an actual, like, at war.
This is
bunker.
It is the trade show, and
it's command center.
Yes,
this is the command center.
We're away from that.
We're away from that. As much as we can. I mean, you still hear it in the background.
The chaos out there.
But yeah, this is cool. This is fun. Don't have Evan with us yet. He may show up running the boards, but hopefully this is recording. So Leadheads, Ton Jones with Firebird Targets joining us today.
What's happening?
So we did a thing here at NRA, Ton.
Yeah, we did a little thing.
Talk about the thing we did.
We laser engraved 300 challenge coins.
Was it 300?
300.
Oh my gosh. I was telling people it's 100.
No, there is 300 coins out there.
So there's 300 of them out there, not 100. The chances just got a little less, but hey.
There's 300 coins, and 3 of them are specially marked.
I don't have one handy. I would like to hold it up and show it, but
I don't have any more. I gave them all out.
I know you did, but I had one. You gave me one.
I gave you one.
I probably gave it out too.
Well, if you gave it out, then there's.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with these coins. So Ton engraved them. It's got the Talking Lead logo. It's got the Firebird logo on there, and then he did some other things in the coin itself. So what we've done is 3 of those coins had special marks on them. 3 of them. 3 of the 300 had special marks on them. So what we're going to do is in a future episode of the podcast, we're going to say, all right, listeners, pull your coins out now that we gave you at NRA. And for everybody who's got that, they have to be listening. And we told everybody when we were handing these out, you have to listen to the podcast.
Yes.
Don't know which episode it's going to be. And we're not going to tell you what the marking is that you're looking for until the show. So when we do that episode, we're going to say, look for this on your coin.
Yes.
And if you have that, then you are going to be a winner. There's 3 of those. So we got 3 prize packages. That's going to be a conglomeration of put together from our sponsors' prize packages. We've been talking to CJ. You never know what CJ's going to do. Could be a gun in there. I don't know. Might be a gun involved with this.
Yep.
Firebird Targets. Going to get some Firebird Targets.
Without a doubt.
Going to get probably some Mission First Tactical swag in there.
Is that your lost and found?
Definitely going to get some Seal One and Done in that package. Probably going to be some other things as well. So it's well worth your listening, tuning in. I don't know what else to say about it, but that's
it's going to be
and we didn't talk about it prior because it's a secret.
Yeah,
it's a little secret thing we were doing here.
We didn't want anybody to be headhunting this like the rest of the vultures that are patch hunters. And
patch hunters,
dude, it is like the welfare line in the morning. You see these people coming in,
and we're not doing the video switching because Evan's not here. But I don't know which camera's on, so just in case
one of these. It's very interesting. You can come to NRA or a trade show, and you have patch hunters that will sit here every morning and rummage through every booth. They don't care about the business. They don't care about the trade. They don't care about the industry. All they do is run booth to booth to booth and grab as much swag as possible so they can go post it on the internet for sale. That's why we did not.
Do people buy this stuff?
Oh, yeah. They'll go on eBay and you'll see the patches that were released today. You will see them by this afternoon up on eBay for sale.
No way.
To people. And it's amusing. These people will go around with bags. They'll grab the free bag that's at the front and just stuff.
I don't know. A lot of people are like giving stuff free out.
No, now the vendors
they've been charging
hip to this and they're tired of the crap. So they're stuffing stuff behind the counter and you have to actually physically ask them. They'll hand you one.
Yeah.
Because they're tired of these people just grabbing and snatching. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why when I walked around, I kept them in my pocket. I walked up to somebody, here you go.
Now the last day is different because they want to get rid of everything so they don't have to take it back with them.
Exactly.
So the last day, if you're the swag hoarder, that's the day to do it.
Yeah. Then
Definitely.
come get it. More power to you. But the first day, everybody just thinks you're scum. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. So the show, you've been walking around a lot. How's it been for you?
A little bit different this year. It's not as busy as I was expecting.
Attendance is way down.
Dude, it is.
They can't hide it. It's way down.
If they release anything that says record numbers,
record low.
Yeah, because you can smell that lie like a fart in church. Dude, there's not the numbers anywhere close.
Not at all.
Parking is easy.
Getting into restaurants is easy.
Yeah, there's
getting Ubers is fairly easy.
Yeah. As long as the app didn't crash.
And even with the big championship game, playoffs or whatever is going on, basketball, they had those going on last night, this weekend. Yeah. There was some big concert. Somebody was in concert.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff going on.
And still wasn't too bad.
It's not that bad.
Not as it's been in the past. And I'm not complaining.
No,
on that end, but just as far as attendance go, yeah.
Attendance numbers were really,
but
really
I think
rough.
with the ousting of LaPierre, him being gone, and
he may be gone, but the
leaderships,
the vultures in leadership are still here. The money is still getting burned.
But you got to start at the top, and work your way down, and that's what they're doing. So hopefully,
the rest of the toilet hasn't been flushed yet.
Yeah, hopefully they got some plumbers.
Yeah, it's definitely a 2-flusher.
No doubt. Did you see the mag that Joe left for me? I've been looking for a 7.62 but 3.9 AR mag, and D&H makes that beauty you see right there.
That is badass.
So I'm going to be trying that out. That was
I want to know how that
nice
works.
Get.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Definitely.
I picked up a new trigger from Trigger Tech.
Very cool.
Oh yeah.
For your what?
Not sure which one's going to go in yet.
Okay. It's toss up. It's up
there.
Right.
But no, there's been some really cool stuff here. But attendance is low, but it was actually nice because I got to actually go and see some of the cool gear at the booths. And the people that are here are really about the industry and are not a bunch of tire kickers.
Yeah.
So
there's that.
Yep.
Serious people are here.
Glass half full type deal.
Yeah. So look, I know you got to catch a plane out. I wanted to get you on here to inform our lead heads of the challenge coin mystery contest that we got going on.
And I returned.
And my drinky drink found its way home.
Yes, it found its way home to poor Lefty.
Very nice. Do you want to read the new inscription that's on there?
Oh God, yeah. It says,
"Can you see it?"
I've decided to leave the ton and fun lifestyle. I will miss it, but I feel bad not being returned to Lefty. Even though he left me behind, I do belong with him. I must return to the lifestyle of going to buildings filled with sweaty, stinky people running in place for no reason at all. Going nowhere. Thank you, Ton, for finding me and showing me the world.
Ba-boom. There you go. Found its way home, ladies and gentlemen. Ton will be back, and we will, in a future episode, be announcing the winner.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be good.
Who the winners are on those challenges. Are we going to do like 3 different episodes, or are we going to announce all 3 winners in one episode? We haven't decided that yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like this giveaway. It was
it's a mystery. You'll
find out.
Everything's
a mystery. We'll see how it goes.
You'll find out. So listen around and find out.
It's kind of like coming in here. You never know what snacks you're going to get to walk out of.
That's right.
Dude, that's pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, Ton, have a safe flight. Tell Dan we said hey.
Thank you guys very much. And it's always a pleasure, brother.
Absolutely. And we will be back with more from the 2024 NRA here from the Pioneer Arms Corps USA bunker.
Whiskey River Beef, farm to table with a twist. Come along with us on a quest towards achieving self-sufficiency in food production and fostering a robust local food source to promote good health. Stock up with premium Tennessee beef, unparalleled in flavor and tenderness. you can be confident that you're receiving beef with no added growth hormones or implants. Always pasture-raised, locally USDA processed, and shipped straight to your home. Whiskey River beef is grass and whiskey mash fed and finished, and is at least 14 days dry aged to enhance the tenderness and give you the most robust flavor imaginable. Go to whiskeyriverbeef.com today to order. Visit us on Instagram at Whiskey River Life and on Facebook at Whiskey River Beef LLC. Whiskey River Beef is a proud sponsor of the Talking Lead podcast and the Leadhead Brigade.
It's all live?
No, we're not live.
Not live. Okay, good. We can be edited.
But we can do a video when we get done and for Instagram if you want to.
What? I'm available.
Okay. All right.
We're live.
Are we on?
We're on.
Is this thing on? How does this work? Leadheads, we are back with another episode from NRA 2024 here in Dallas, bringing it to you from Pioneer Arms Corps. And we've got an interesting guest with us today who's got some products that I know that you Leadheads are going to be interested in, especially you AK aficionados. We have Gordon Gibson with KNS Precision. And you guys are out of where?
We're out of Fredericksburg, Texas.
Texas. Okay, so you're not too far away, huh?
About 4 hours down the road from here.
Okay. And in Texas, that's close, right?
That's
4
real
hours.
close in Texas.
Yeah. You guys are spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
So Gordon, I appreciate you coming by. You've got some interesting toys that we're gonna talk about here, and I do this segment. It's called the AK Corner. I don't know if you saw my shirt
Okay,
here.
yeah.
We do a once a month segment, and we've got a lot of our listeners are big into the AK rifle. I don't call it a platform; it's a rifle. And you guys have a cool product, we'll call it.
Okay.
At this point, and I'm going to let you go into details about what you got there.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your program, and I will
should have had you on sooner. It's been way too long not having you on.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and I appreciate it. And I will call it a platform, even though I do believe the AK is a rifle, but I will call it a platform because there are so many variations of that platform. It's incredible. I was one of those guys back in the beginning when we first started this, and I probably at that time owned 10, 12 AKs variant, and mostly of the AKM variant.
Sure.
And I went into it along with several others thinking, oh, yeah, there's probably about 4 different variants. That's all we'll ever have to make. I think I was just telling when we were over there, I think we're at 32 variants right now.
That you know of?
That I know of that are in that AK platform along with the Galils, you know.
Okay. You're lumping the Galils in there.
Yeah, we're lumping the Galils. I mean, it's just more of a modern AK. I'll call it that.
There you go.
But a lot of the same technologies and the same things go into it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, whenever you jump into some of the other platforms that we're dealing with, those are more of gas regulation, not so much piston systems.
Sure.
But the first one, as we were talking and discussing earlier, is our adjustable piston system for the AK platform.
Adjustable gas system piston is interesting here. Yeah. So,
yes.
And you've got it right here in front of you.
Yes.
I don't know which camera you've got, Evan, but
yeah. And
I'll hold it here in front of this one.
Yeah. So what it enables the user to do is to be able to adjust the amount of gas that's being bled off of their rifle, if it's a rifle configuration or pistol configuration, but it allows it to be bled off. What it basically does, or let me just start with how to install it, is basically you're taking out the roll pin, or there's been a few models that they actually welded it in, but most of the time it's a roll pin. Sometimes it can be found easily. Sometimes you have to actually search for it. You're talking about the front
part of the...
Yes, which is what everybody was considering the op rod piston portion of it.
Yeah.
And it's replacing that. This is threaded. So it threads down in there, and then you put one of the roll pins that we include in there in that deal.
Okay.
One of the things people always talk about, it's got some movement and whatnot. Well, it needs that.
Yeah, the original
it
one too.
needs that.
Yeah.
It really does need that. The other thing that's always a question about this system is we refer to large bore and small bore, and the only thing that is referring to is the hole that's in the end of the piston.
Okay.
So this system is designed for an overgas situation. If you've got an AK or a Galil that is not overgassed, what this is going to do, it could cause your platform not to run because it's instantly when you put it on and it's completely closed, just the volume of gas that takes up there in the front, whether it's the large one or the small one,
bore,
it's reducing the gas being forced upon the piston and op rod. So if you're already properly gassed, or maybe right on the edge of being, hey, I'm properly gassed, or maybe I'm right at the edge of being undergassed, it will put that system into being undergassed.
And not for those people who have it tuned.
Correct. And we see that sometimes people will contact us and go, well, I know it's overgassed because of this. And what we find a lot of times is that's the people that aren't used to shooting the AK platform. They've come from an AR.
Yeah.
Which when it's a big difference between shooting an AR and shooting an AK.
Yeah.
And they think, well, because it's a little more recoil, a little more loud, a little more bang, this whatnot, that it's overgas. Well, it might not necessarily be that way.
Sure.
And so, but it is designed for those that are overgas. It's also other purpose is those that put a silencer on it, because as soon as you put a silencer on that platform or that rifle, pistol, or whatever, it's going to be overgassed, even if it's properly tuned. Once you put the silencer on there, now I do know there are some of those flow-through silencers and a few of those others that, yeah, it might
they
not
mitigate it a little bit,
yeah, but not 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is adjustable.
Yes. User adjustable.
User adjustable. It's easy to install. So anybody can do. You don't need to be a gunsmith to do this. You just pop out the roll pin of your existing one, and you include a new roll pin.
We do. Actually, a couple of them.
That's smart. That's smart. And then it just screws in, and then you put that pin back in, and then you're ready to rock and roll. So if you're if you're having trouble cycling with your can, you're shooting one with a can now, and you're having trouble cycling, or maybe you've got some ammo that's not cycling properly. You might want to try. And do you have a name for this?
That is the KNS adjustable gas piston system.
Okay.
And I will throw that
an acronym for that?
Not really. Most people just call it the KNS piston system, but it's the adjustable. I will throw in there another factor that can come into play, especially like on the PSL rifles. Guys were wanting to use heavier loads when they were hand loading, and that the PSL traditionally has had an issue when you go to those heavier bullets of functioning. And we do make one for the PSL that will allow you to use those heavier bullets and be able to shoot them with your PSL. And this system's been around for I should know that date exact, but at least 6 years we've been.
You've had the adjustable.
We've had it out, and
okay.
This is actually in a second generation. We changed that collar a little bit to make it a little more robust to where it would hold up better.
Okay.
And
what is that made out of?
So that is out of steel, and then it's got a nickel boron coating.
Okay.
The rest of it is out of steel with black nitride finish.
Gotcha. Yeah. Very cool. So something you guys want to check out, definitely you go to knsprecision.com.
Yes. KNSprecisioninc.com.
Inc.com.
Yeah.
And then you're on the grams, social media. Is that on your card? I don't see that.
Probably not on that card.
Is it it's KNS Precision?
Yes.
Inc.
At KNS Precision.
Okay.
Yep.
On the gram. So as you're listening to this, go ahead and pull up their website, and you can see exactly what we're talking about. If you're not watching the video, if you're watching the video, obviously we got
And for those that are into the videos, and there's a ton of videos on YouTube out there. A lot of people have reviewed it. A lot of guys that are known in the industry have gone out and put it through its paces, and just to make sure that what they were seeing.
Well, you got
wasn't,
one more that's going to do it too. So
yeah, what they were seeing wasn't smoke and mirrors, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Now you've got something we were talking for the FN also, similar type solution for the
Yep. For the FN Scar,
Scar.
we make the discarder, and it is discarder. Yeah. How about that name, huh? It's discarding the gas.
There you go.
But
for the Scar.
For the Scar.
The discard.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it's actually a gas regulator regulation system, user adjustable. One of the big differences between it and the AK adjustable piston system is the AK piston system basically goes internal in the gas tube,
Right.
whereas this one on the discarder and some of the other models that we're coming out with, like the CZ Bren and whatnot, those regulators are actually external.
Yep.
So you don't have to remove parts from the weapon and whatnot. There is a possibility where a handguard might go over, depends on what you're using.
Yeah.
But it allows the same thing, the adjustment, and that is one of the known issues with that FN Scar is if you put a silencer on it, number one, from all of the information we know, it voids the warranty if you put a silencer on it. But the other side of it is it will tear that platform to pieces if you shoot it a lot with a silencer and you don't have some way to get that gas bled off of it.
Gas off. Yeah.
Yep.
So, and this is just what did you call it? Plug?
So it's basically goes into the gas plug area, and that's the cool thing. We actually make 3 jet ports, jet plugs to go into the port, and so that we call that the rough adjustment. And then with the regulator, there it is the fine adjustment. It's got 13 positions on there. So you've got quite a bit of variation as far as what you might need.
Right.
Most of the time, what we find is the factory jet that's already in the barrel and whatnot is adequate and just fine for what most people are doing. But we do include the 3 other sizes so that if someone wants to try to mess around a little bit, change a few things up, they got their special loads they want to use, they can fine tune it to exactly what they want.
Okay. Nice.
And that has been a very popular addition. There's some videos out on that as well. There's some podcasts out as well where some other people have done reviews on that. So the information's out there.
Yeah. And then I'm sure they can go to your website. You guys probably have like a media page and
links to it. Yes.
Links to that type of stuff too.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool.
Yes.
Now, another thing that I thought was really cool, and we were seeing this, and this is a collaborative project that you did with Dead Air.
With Dead Air. It's called the Switch Sight. And basically what it allows what's been an issue for a long time is when you go to put a silencer on your pistol, your handgun, a lot of times if you don't have raised sights, then you're looking right directly in the back of that back into that silencer. And then also with the optics mounted, the slide mounted optics for pistols that have come along, this also acts as a backup. But what it does is when you've got that need for that extra high sight, you just flip it up, and this is called the switch sight. You can flip up those sights, and now now you've got the ability to shoot or co-witness. If you've got a red dot and you need a backup for it, now you can co-witness or backup with that with an iron sight.
And do you have these for different models of firearms?
At the moment, we've just got for the Glock
style
pistol. Yes. Okay. We want to expand that to some of the other like SIG and Smiths and whatnot. We're not there yet. We want to prove this has been proven out. This product's been out for a while, and it's been very successful. But it's that thing of manufacturing and making sure that everything's going to before we go into production on it, making sure everything's there.
Sure. Yeah, and how long have these been out?
I would say roughly about 5 years.
They've been out 5 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
We released them at SHOT Show, I want to right before COVID.
Okay. So some of you leadheads may have already heard of this, probably have them already. But I just thought it was cool. I hadn't seen that before. So very cool. What are these called?
That's the switch sight.
Switch sight. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. I dig it. Like simple, kind of
Yeah.
things like, why didn't I think of that?
Well, I wish I'd have thought of it.
So another thing that you guys have, we were over there kind of window shopping that I noticed, and bipods. You guys aren't making the bipods, but you make an accessory for some existing brands of bipods. So talk about that.
Correct. We make what we call the Snapfoot, and they're basically adapters, and we make them for the Atlas bipod, the Magpul bipod, and for the Harris bipod. And then we make like spiked feet. We make a flat posable foot. And then we make adapters to use the existing rubber foot from the Atlas or from the Harris.
Mhm.
And then we have, we actually on the Magpul, because it's got a little bit of different geometry to it and whatnot, we actually include a rubber foot for the Magpul version.
Okay.
With the kit.
And how do these work? People are wanting to change out the foot of their bipod.
Okay, so
the feet, I guess.
In that adapter is a roll pin. Roll pin's deluxe there. It's got a roll pin, and when you drive that roll pin out, you take out the existing foot that's there, which is the rubber foot, and then you put our adapter on it, and then put roll pin in, which is included in there, and then you change out our foot adapter to where you can have the same geometry, and they can go across. Let's say you have an Atlas, a Magpul, and a Harris with our adapters on there. You can use the feet all the way across. It's the same thing. The only thing that's different is whenever you go with the adapters that go to the specific to the bipod.
Okay.
Yeah, and like those right there will just pull right out.
You just pull those
them out. Yep. They won't fall out.
Okay. And then I can just pop that one in.
Just pop that one right in there. And some of them have an indexing point. That one, you see where the cross piece is there? It indexes to that other cross piece and just pops in there.
Pops in just like that.
Yep. And then the rubber feet do the same thing.
Nice.
Yep. And where we found, we did a lot of work with some of the guys shooting PRS, and that was where some of that, hey, we have an interest in this, if you guys can do it. There's other people that have done it, but mainly specifically for their bipod.
Sure.
Not for anybody else's. And if you're like me, I own quite a few bipods, and they're not all the same. So
this is the piece that allows the adaptability.
Correct.
For your different. How many different style feet do you have?
I think we're up to 6 different ones in the kit. It's got the rubber, the foot, the spiked foot, and the flat posable foot, but we've got a couple of others. Like we make one that's a real sharp steel spike. So like if you wanted to shove that thing against a tree to where it would stick in, and we sell that on the website.
Rocky service or something like that.
But as far as the kit, it's those 3, and then on our website we also sell some of the additional ones, and then we also have an extension that'll give an extension on the leg that can plug in there too. You put your feet in the bottom and then put it in so you can get a little more extension if you needed it.
Okay. And how long have you been doing the feet thing?
Those have been out roughly about the 4 to 5 year mark.
Okay. I'm just behind the curve with the KNS guys.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've always used your products. I use the anti-walk pins when I do my AK build or AR builds.
Yeah.
And that's how I'm familiar with your with your company. I didn't realize that you were doing all this other stuff though, too.
Yeah, we even more, like I was telling you over at the booth, we do some mounting solutions to be able to mount weapons to different things, like the 30 cal adapt. That's how I found you guys this morning. I saw this pretty cool vehicle out here with these weapons mounted on it.
Pioneer Arms Amphibious.
Caught my attention, and I had to look,
the PMK on the top of it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then the PPSH is dual mounted there on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, it caught my attention.
Yeah. CJ likes to show off his toys. So.
Yeah, he's got some neat toys.
He does. Now you guys, there's a lot of things over there that, and we couldn't bring everything over here, but talk about some of the other products that you guys are. Have you got anything like new that maybe it's going to shock our listeners? Or like Lefty, we already know about this stuff.
Well, I'm going to just say the new stuff that we're working on right now that's currently in the engineering
before
department.
You say this is the show for exclusives.
Yes, I understand.
So,
I understand.
Feel free.
We're working on some more gas regulation, and that's kind of the path we've run down. We've done a few things here and there that we had on a back burner. It's like, hey, here's a good time to do this, and we come out with it. But most of what we're working on now and what we've done for the last year or two has been in the gas regulation realm. We came out with one for the mini Burrell not too long ago, to where that one, you could get that thing going with the whole gas regulation. We just not too long ago released the one for the Bren 2, the CZ Bren 2.
Okay.
It's called the check valve.
The check
there
valve.
You go.
Yeah.
And
I like your nomenclature.
Yeah,
you're kind of like us.
Yeah, we've got one that's coming out very shortly. We're in production right now on the components of that'll go in the POF, the Patriot Ordnance guns.
Okay.
To give a regulation there. I'm not going to give the name of the platform. We can put this out into a guessing, but it's probably one of the most popular and known for a long time bullpup systems that's had some gas issues, especially when they put a silencer on it. That's about to be coming out very shortly.
Is it a shotgun?
It's not a shotgun.
Okay. Okay.
But it is in that bullpup configuration.
I get
and it's been around a while.
Do they have a booth over there?
It could.
Yeah. Start with an R?
I'm not going to say.
Okay.
But anyway.
Not the company, but the bullpup.
It's going to be coming out pretty soon. There's a couple of other platforms that we're looking at to try to get that in there. And, the great thing is that everybody that I've, specific companies that I've named, we've worked really close with the folks there. They've been very receptive to the thing, because they look at it too as it's one thing they don't have to mess with.
Sure.
Let these guys do it.
But then it also, adds an improvement to their firearm that for the end user, or maybe it's going to get somebody in it that maybe hadn't considered it before. So,
yes.
Yeah, I don't know why more manufacturers aren't behind the the aftermarket stuff too.
Yeah, and we actually get it from a lot of hey, you're making our platform more versatile, so it's going to increase for us on the sales. Now, you always have those people that say, well, how come it didn't come with that from the factory? Well, now it's no longer a $1,500 gun. Now it's a $1,700 gun.
Just increases the price, but there's a whole world of aftermarket accessories. So
look at this show.
People thrive. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of what you guys are.
Yeah,
it's kind of how you got started. Now, talk about K&S Precision, the company. Let our listeners know a little bit about the company itself.
All right. So we're located in Fredericksburg, Texas, and the company was started by Fred Kager and Brooke Schuer in 1999. And I came on with them somewhere in about 2001 as an outside law enforcement military sales, and kind of one of my side jobs. And the company started with a crosshair front sight, and for a lot of different platforms, all the way from a Henry lever action rifle to an AR to an AK. We've done a lot of platforms with that crosshair front sight. In 2006, while I was overseas with the military, the ownership changed, and my current business partner, Chris Welch, bought into the company. When I came back from overseas, one of the other owners, Brooke Schuer, said, "Hey, I'd like you to take my place when I retire." And I said, "Okay." So they hired me on. And I was thinking 6 years down the road or something like that. Well, 6 months later, he decided to retire.
Oh, wow.
And that was 2008. whenever that took place.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And we've basically been one of those companies. We don't sit still. When things in the industry start to slow down, like 2023 was pretty slow. We were doing a lot of R&D, a lot of testing, a lot of developing of products and things like that. And but we're still a small company. There's 9 full-time employees, so still very small.
Yeah. What would you say your biggest selling product is right now?
Now is going to be the adjustable piston, the adjustable piston system. Okay. For a long time, everybody knew us as the non-rotate or anti-rotate pin guys, and we still sell a lot of those. But the biggest is the adjustable piston system.
Gotcha.
And really glad we got a patent on that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you didn't, you better better leave here now and go follow that. But anything new in the anti-rotation?
The only thing we ever, we kind of got that down to, cover most everything.
Yeah.
The only thing that new every once in a while will pop up is we'll decide to do a limited run of some special side plates or something like that.
Right.
And we'll put them on the laser and
give it
do
that
this
next level coolness kind of deal.
Yeah. And we were kind of jumping off into colors when everybody was doing colors, and we kind of pulled back on that now because man, you can have all zombie green. You remember that crazy? Well. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think we still have some zombie green side plates that are available, Yeah.
Zombie's never going to go out of style. It's always going to be a good seller.
Oh, it was fun.
Remember the zombie ammo that came out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who was
Hornady.
Hornady,
yeah.
They had the
zombie green
tip.
That ballistic tip on there, or nylon tip, or whatever.
I still have some of that.
I do too. I kept it as a collector.
I did too. I was like, this is cool. I'm not going to shoot this.
Yeah, the 7.62 by 39. I even think, I don't know if they did 5.56 or 2.23, but I know I got 7.62 by 39.
I had the 9 mil.
Oh, you had 9 mil. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They had some, or was it 40?
Oh,
I was shooting a 40 at the time. I was big into 40s at the time. So, but yeah, it's back in the cabinet, and I haven't seen it in years. But
yeah.
So, it was a good time. But you guys, K&S Precision, you took over in 2008.
2008 is one of the owners. Yes.
Okay. And been doing it ever since.
Been doing it ever since, and I'll tell you, I've been blessed to be able to do it. And the people, a lot of people think this industry is so huge, and this industry is really, really small. And getting to work and getting to know a lot of the people in the industry, it's been incredible.
Yeah,
it really has. Good people.
Now you guys seem to be doing a lot of products with the AK, side of things. I'll say platform. The AK platform. Are you a big AK guy? So you you got a military background. I'm sure you were trained on the M4.
Yes, and my forte has always been in the AR platform. I've owned AKs for a long time. I still look back at that Egyptian Mahdi that I bought for $200 back from one of my fellow law enforcement officers. And I look at it now, and it's like, golly, I'm glad I have it.
Sure.
But I started out as kind of an SKS guy, way back when, because I couldn't afford an AR at that time. Just a poor country boy.
Yeah, and back when you could get an SKS,
yeah.
You're probably getting it for $100 or something.
I think I paid $70 for the first one I got.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The good old days, right?
But I've always liked that 7.62 by 39 cartridge. In fact, for many years, I was experimenting with subsonic in 7.62 by 39. A bunch of us there around K&S were experimenting with that. And then, of course, 300 Blackout came on the scene, and everybody stopped talking about subsonic 7.62 by 39.
Yeah, the AR got its 30 cal bullet,
Yeah, and that was in the AR platform, in fact, that's where one of your previous guests, that's where I knew him from, because he was doing the 7.62, the
Mac?
AK, with Mac. Back now it's Hydra,
Yeah,
but,
Mac with Hydra. Yeah.
so you could get the AK mags and 7.62 by 39, and that worked way better than a lot of those AR 7.62 by 39 mags back in those days.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played around with that, but I have had AKs and I still enjoy the AKs and that platform. I think it's great. But when and I actually, the Galils, I've been very happy with the IWI. The Galils.
Galils are really, really nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're based off of the AK, but
Yep.
it's like the AK done better.
Yeah. Yeah. And I competed in running guns for many years, and I've kind of backed off of that in the last couple. But for about 4 years, I was running a Galil, one of the IWI Galils, and with our stuff in it and whatnot, and regulated, and that's an unbelievable platform when it's tuned.
Oh yeah, it is. They run super well.
But that's the one that started it for us in that AK piston system. We were doing a show in Phoenix. They called the Small Arms Review SAR show out in Phoenix. It's every December, and some guys next to us said, "Hey, we got these Galils, but as soon as I put a silencer on it, it doesn't run." And so we'll look into that. And that kind of started us down the road.
The regulation.
And then, as most people around this industry know, they had 3 holes in the receiver, and the ATF came back and said, that can't happen. So they started taking up all those original Galils that came in.
Right.
And so while that happened, we said we got to figure something else. So we turned and looked at okay, we're doing it for the Galils, or we were working on it for Galils. Now let's refocus on the AK. And so we went that route. Well, then when the Galils became available again, what they consider the Gen 2s and these others, then we jumped back over to that platform again. But we had been doing a lot of early on testing and with those. Yeah. We were one of 3, I think, that had Galil machine guns at that time. Out of those, we did a Form 2 and made them into a machine gun.
3-hole ones.
So they came and confiscated our machine gun because it was a machine gun.
Did they really?
Yes, they did.
Even though you filed the paperwork and everything.
Oh yeah, even the agent that came by and picked it up, a really nice guy, and he said, yeah, this is kind of crazy that I'm having to come pick this up because it's a machine gun, even though you guys legally made it a machine gun.
Right?
Yeah,
that makes no sense whatsoever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, freaking government. So give your website again.
So we're www.knsprecisioninc.com.
And then you're on Facebook at KNS Precision. And then I assume the grams will be the same.
I believe so.
It's not.
I wish I was that smart, but.
Well, Gordon, I really appreciate you taking the time to stop by. And when you guys can talk about the new stuff that you got out, we'd love to have you on.
Okay.
So just reach out to me, and we'll get you on. I know the Leadheads would love to hear from you and what this little secret squirrel project is that you got going on.
You will be thrilled, believe me. Even our guys running around are like, man, I'm glad we're going to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you could change one law, what would you change?
I think for me and for the industry, that I think probably is the biggest one is to get these stinking silencers off the NFA, because in Europe it's like you're violating the law if you don't use one when you're hunting. And I remember when I was deployed overseas, and you see them in a hardware store like buying a hammer.
Yeah, I've heard that time and time again.
And I think if that was the number one thing, it's about the money. Yeah, that's the one thing I would say number one is get rid of this stinking regulation on these things. Because, I mean, really, what does that piece of metal do? I mean, a hammer can do more damage than that thing.
Yeah, it's a lot quieter, too.
Yeah.
Well, very good. Gordon, again, thank you so much, and we look forward to having you back on in the future.
Yeah.
So, Leadheads, go check them out. Again, KNS Precision. They go to their website, hit them up on the grams, let them know that you heard them here on the Talking Lead podcast, and maybe we'll get a discount code from them one day to extend to you guys.
Yeah, especially military and law enforcement. We definitely take care of those folks as much as we can. So.
Sounds good. We're going to bring you more from the 2024 NRA here at the Pioneer Arms Corps booth. 11531 if you're here. If you're not, you're probably listening to this a week later anyway. Doesn't really matter. Gun a day we're giving away here at Pioneer Arms Corps. Watch our socials. Go back if this is after NRA. We've got posts there, pictures. We're gonna have a little video that we're gonna do here with Gordon coming up. So make sure you guys watch that video, like it, and again, let them know you heard them here on the Talking Lead podcast. KNS Precision. I'll hold that up. You want everybody to have your phone number right there?
They can call
your
that
address,
number.
your home address. We'll be back with more Leadheads. Out. All right, guys and gals, that does it for part 1 of our NRA coverage from the Pioneer Arms Corps booth there in Dallas, Texas. It was an awesome show. We got more interviews coming your way. We got Joe Moe from Atlas Defense, Andre Dalou. We got Brendan Vorbiv with the Outdoor Channel, G2 Precision, Henry Repeating Arms, Mark with Hydra Weaponry, Occupy. They got a cool little motion detection device that we're going to talk about. PTR, SAR Firearms, and more. So that's coming up. Plus, in the next episode, for those of you lucky enough to get one of those challenge coins that Ton was talking about, we're going to announce the first winner. The first giveaway from those challenge coins will be announced on the next episode, the next NRA Part 2 episode. So have those challenge coins out and ready and be looking for the clue that we give you to see if you are one of the 3 winners of those 300 challenge coins that Ton made with Firebird targets. Going to be some cool giveaways, so each prize package is going to get a little bit bigger, so tune in for that. And then for you AK heads, the AK Corner June giveaway is still in effect. You still have time to get your entries in. So go back and listen to the previous episodes of the Talking Lead AK Corner to find out what you have to do to get the entry in to win that Pioneer Arms Corps 7.62 by 3.9 Grom with the RPK stock. And it's going to have some unique engravings on it as well. So you still got a little bit of time for that. Get them in quick, and I'll be looking for your emails. So until the next episode, Leadheads, as always, keep your loved ones close and keep your firearms closer.